Alrighty, let's go ahead here with 646. 646, you would like a general reading. Let's go ahead with your general. Alright, so with this culmination, it comes forward strongly with the idea of don't allow your mind to hold you back. When we have this Ten of Swords energy head, it talks about self-sabotage. It talks about allowing others' ideas or situations or events to kind of get in your head and do back more than the situations actually need to hold you back. And so when we have this energy coming forward here with the Wheel of Fortune, we are saying that everything's on your side to move forward, that opportunities are trying to come ahead, that good can come forward if you allow yourself to step out of your own way and allow yourself to move forward. The Page of Pentacles says value, opportunity, trust, and structure wants to come forward towards you, but you need to give it some time. So don't think because something hasn't happened instantaneously that it's not coming forward. It's trying to make its way towards you. Just give it some time. Especially with the Knight coming forward, since the Knight of Cups is the bringer of manifestations. It's the hopes, the wish, the wants, the desires, and the wish for more. And so when we get into this sort of combination here, we see this energy wanting to push forward, wanting these opportunities come forward towards you, wanting to have more come your way. We just have to be in a place here of believing that it can come forward and then not standing in our own way when it comes to moving ahead. So this energy is coming forward strongly as opportunities are wanting to come your way. The luck is on your side to make things happen as you allow yourselves to believe and to focus and to kind of, set your eyes on the idea of more will come your way. We just have to be in this place here with this Ten of Swords of not really allowing ourselves to go into the negative space or to allowing our mind to get too caught up in the thoughts, the minds, the words, kind of holding ourselves back instead of moving ourselves forward. So that's what I would say. So if anybody is interested in a personal reading here today, check out the website, temperanceandsage.com. We are doing the live personal readings here right now. So if you'd like to have a personal reading on the live, check out my website, temperanceandsage.com. Let's go ahead here for personal reading order number 647. 647, you'd like to know what are his thoughts and feelings regarding the text message. Let us see. All right, so it immediately comes forward in a space of heaviness. This comes forward in saying either the expectations here are quite a lot or it's just a lot to handle all at once. And it brings forward the sense of feeling heavy, feeling a strong sense of responsibility. Like now there's a lot of weight on their plate to make something happen, to move something forward, or the expectations seem high for them to be able to achieve. So that Ten of Wands gives forward this idea of like feeling weighed down, like we've gone just walking normally to all of a sudden somebody has given us like a 25-pound ball that we've got to walk with as well. We have the weight of responsibilities and your feelings and your needs are now expressed to them and they feel the heaviness to work with those. It's not to say that there's anything wrong with expressing your needs. It's just their reaction of saying, okay, this is a lot for me to handle. Now, when we have the energy coming forward of the Six of Swords as well as a Page of Swords, it brings forward a curiosity. How can I better help this? How can I better move forward? How can I, grow? Because we have the Hermit coming forward on the Six of Swords. How can I grow to be better, to meet these needs or to move forward, to, be in a place that recognizes your feelings, right? It's a sense of wanting to grow, to remove any sort of conflict or difficulties when it comes to your feelings and what you're looking for in the situation and how to move ahead. So on one side here, they're thinking, wow, this is a lot for me to handle and a lot of expectations on me. But on the other side, they're thinking, okay, now I'm trying to figure out with this information on how is it best for me to move forward? What is needed now of me to change my attitude, to change myself, to change how I view things and how I move forward to make sure that there's the best energy in terms of like personal growth and how they show up in the connection. So that's what I would say. So what are his feelings regarding love and commitment to yourself? So there's push and pull energy that comes forward. On one side, we see a strong sense of insecurity, which is very interesting because we have this insecurity come forward here. Four of Pentacles as well as the Three of Swords. We have a sense of feeling worried, feeling upset, feeling inadequate, feeling unsure, and just kind of be a place of kind of thinking, am I enough, or is something good enough to move forward with? Kind of having the doubts in expanding or in the idea of more. But then on the other side, we have this sense of like confidence, right? The of Emperor, I can take charge. This feeling of excitement or even kind of passion, or even comes forward in a place of feeling this sort of sense of like authority, like, yes, I can show up, I can make something happen here when it comes to commitment and structure. Can play on the idea of personal values, right? Think I can do those actions of commitment, but I'm insecure maybe when it comes to love, right? We could see that sort of energy coming forward. Because our Three of Pentacles talks about connections, it talks about building up, and it talks about the idea of working together. So that's where we kind of see the commitment energy. So it seems like they're confident around the idea of commitment, but insecure and unsure the idea of love, and that kind of plays back and forth within inside of them. So feeling confident, passionate about the commitment idea to you, but feeling very insecure, vulnerable, and even like self-doubting aspects when it comes to the energy of love towards you. So that's what I would say. So if anybody is interested in having a personal reading here today, check out the website, temperanceandsage.com. We are doing the live personal readings here right now. So if you are interested in having a personal reading here today, check it out, temperanceandsage.com for the live personal readings. We are on 648. 648, you'd like to know Jay's thoughts and feelings. Let us see. Have that Ten of Swords flop out there right away. All right, so Jay can be thinking that they have to just kind of give something some time when it comes to yourself. The Seven of Pentacles strongly comes forward in this idea of just needing to give things time, needing to see how things are going to play out. The energy that comes ahead with the Seven of Wands in the reverse kind of gives a feeling of defeat, especially when it comes to this Nine of Wands in the upright position, thinking no matter what I do, no matter how I try, no matter how I make something happen, I just don't know how to make it move forward. I just don't know how to create that sense of change. I just don't know. And so it comes forward in a very difficult energy in like trying to create some sort of movement and thinking of ideas and opportunities, because the Ten of Swords then creates a battle of the mind where we put ourselves down instead of lifting ourselves up. So it comes forward into this energy here of thinking, I just have to give something some time when it comes to moving forward or connecting with you, because right now I'm just feeling incredibly, I'm feeling like something's not possible. I'm feeling like any action that I take is going to work against me instead of work with me. And I'm just not in a place to be able to express or to be able to see the positives of the situation, and kind of just being in a place of kind of resistance or a place of lack rather than an opportunity for more, right? There's the energy of kind of held back energy or held back opportunity rather than having an idea of more, right? So it comes forward in a bit of a resistance that they're feeling here when it comes to you, and just kind of being in a bit of more of a negative place in the mind, thinking that something's not possible instead of being in a place where they're able to take action. So that's what I'd say. Let's go ahead and dive into P's thoughts and feelings. All right, so we also have this Nine of Wands energy coming forward here for P, and we see some resistance coming forward here as well through the idea of the Devil and the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands comes forward in a strong sense of heaviness. It comes forward in a responsibility. This could be them thinking, I have so many things on my mind right now, I just don't even know how to connect with you or how to make something happen or even how to pursue you, and even thinking about when it comes to taking action and being limited on how some of these things in life kind of get the domino effect, or kind of get chain linked together and get the negative side of things. So thinking, if I'm really busy, you're going to get the negative effects of me being really busy, right? There's kind of like cause and effect that's happening here. So I would say that they're feeling quite shut out. They're feeling held back. They're feeling kind of burdened in certain ways, and they're kind of coming forward here in a place of feeling a sense of resistance or feeling a sense of difficulties, instead of being in a place of movement, right? Kind of thinking of where things are held back instead of the opportunity like for movement forward, right? For creation. Just being in maybe a bit more of an insecure or fear place of mind when it comes to yourself. You're the Devil, of thinking on how that could interact between the two of you, or how that could kind of create a sense of like negativity between the two of you. Just do not move forward in a way where they can take action on how that kind of like negative consequences can come ahead. So I would say feeling really restricted, feeling really held back, feeling kind of burdened and not being able to pursue, and thinking about how this could impact the energy between the two of you if they can't, and are just kind of limited in a stuck energy. So that's what I would say. So if anybody is interested in having a personal reading here today, check out the website, temperanceandsage.com. We are doing the live personal readings here right now. So if you are interested in having a personal reading here today, check it out, temperanceandsage.com, for the live personal readings. Alrighty, let's go ahead here with 649. 649, let us see. How does he feel about what he said in the last text message? All right, so I would say he feels rather free or balanced about it. It's kind of like the safest play is the words that come to mind when I see this combination. When we have the Hanged Man come forward here, it comes ahead in a way that says, my hands are bound, my hands are tied. And so I have to come at it in a third party perspective, so to speak, right? It's like them saying, my hands are tied, there's nothing I could have done in this situation. It's just something that I had to kind of remove myself from and then take action, right? Remove my own personal viewpoint, ideas, or anything like that, and then allow the flow to take where it moves itself ahead and form where it needs to go. Seven of Pentacles. So there's like a detached aspect about it. And when we have the Fool card coming forward here as well, that's also a card of detached movement, just kind of allowing the chips to fall where they and allowing things to move forward. Now, with this upper combination here, there's a feeling of just kind of being detached, right? We just set it and forget it. We're just kind of in this place of acceptance when it comes to the message, trying to overthink about it in any sort of way or kind of think back to it. We're just trying to be in a place of saying, I put that out there, we're just gonna see where it goes. Seven of Pentacles, right? I can't get too caught up in it with the Fool because we are trying to be detached and just allow the beginning to move forward where it needs to. And then with the Hanged Man, we can't even put any sort of emotion into it because we're hands are tied, right? We can't really allow ourselves to go forward with it, because it is what it is, right? There's a sense of like, we can't really take action. This is not a way for us to take action because there could lead to consequences if things don't go very well. Now, the Star is a hopeful energy. The Star, it also brings forward a sense of healing, which can say that they are at peace with the message that they sent to you, that there's a sense of hope that it pays off with the Seven of Pentacles to lead things forward into the way that it needs to, rather than setting things off into a negative direction. So I would call this combination as feeling at peace and feeling hopeful and feeling like it was the right move to make when it comes to the response, simply for the fact that they're saying, I can't really even put myself in it because my hands are tied when it comes to how we're messaging or what we're messaging and the situation that we're messaging in, that there's not much that I can do to try to take action. So I kind of have to detach myself from the situation, and this was my best response to give forward. So kind of in a place of feeling at peace when it comes to it and feeling hopeful there as well, that it's going to pay off in the way that it needs to, or it's going to move forward in the way that it needs to. So that's what I would say. So if anybody is interested in having a personal reading here today, check out the website, temperanceandsage.com. We are doing the live personal readings here right now. So if you are interested in having a personal reading here today, check it out, temperanceandsage.com, for the live personal readings. Sorry about the wait there. Let's go ahead here with 650. 650, you would like to know what are their thoughts and feelings. All right. So it seems like they are thinking about connecting. When we have the energy coming forward here of the Five of Wands, there's the idea of connecting, but having some sort of conflict when it comes to the energy between the two of you. This could be that they are a case of saying, I'm thinking about creating some sort of opportunity of closeness here, the Ten of Cups. I'm thinking about creating some sort of opportunity of flow, but I feel like we are not as connected as I would like to be. And so I'm in a place here that feels very challenged when it comes to making something more happen, or feeling very challenged when it comes to creating some sort of opportunity of movement. The energy that comes forward here with the Five of Wands is like feeling a difficulty in getting along, or feeling a difficulty in being on the same page. And so it seems like they're really wanting to be in this place here with the King of Wands as well as the Ten of Cups, to think about how the two of you can overcome some sort of difficulty here to create a sense of flow, create a sense of action, create a sense of togetherness, to get an opportunity to move forward. They are feeling a sense of restriction though. Five of Wands with the idea of the Devil brings a sense of restrictive energy, fears, feeling conflict, feeling just kind of held back in general. But then we have this passionate energy that comes forward here with the King of Wands as well as the Ten of Cups, bringing forward more of this like loving, nurturing, caring energy, emotional desire, but again, feeling very, very conflicted to this energy here of the Five of Wands and the Devil, because there's a sense of having something not necessarily move forward in the way that they thought it was going to go, and just kind of thinking about where there is more resistance in the energy between the two of you, rather than about where there is opportunity in the energy between the two of you. So feeling quite resistant, feeling quite held back, but also being in a passionate place when it comes to there as well. So that's what I would say. So if anybody is interested in having a personal reading here today, check the website, temperanceandsage.com. We are doing the live personal readings here right now. So if you are interested in having a personal reading here today, check the website, temperanceandsage.com, for the live personal readings. Alrighty, let's go ahead here for 651. So 651, you'd like to know, will the friendship between the two of you fizzle out calmly? Let us see. So we have the idea of no coming forward here with the moon. I don't actually even see the energy here of fizzling out. What we see with the Six of Cups is actually holding on to the past. When we have the Six of Wands coming forward with the Six of Cups, we have this energy of like we're still holding on to the past, meaning we're still making memories together. So I don't see it as the idea of it fizzling out. We might notice it more so come forward in waves, where there are times where we're still making memories together. We're still acting. There's still opportunities in the future here to be able to see something happen in the two of you in terms of this friendship dynamic. So I don't actually see things fizzling out in the sense of it being done completely. It's like we're going through waves in this friendship where maybe we're putting some more things towards the past, and then we have the opportunity here with the Six of Wands to find a way to work together again, and then we kind of see an opportunity of putting those memories in the past with, you know, having again an opportunity here with the Six of Wands to connect again. So I don't really see the idea of things fizzling out. I do see more so growing apart, but not having things go away completely. With the idea of the moon, it asks you to be okay with the idea of the future being unknown, but also be open to things surprising you when you know you happen upon them, right? You never know with the Nine of Cups on how some personal goals or personal situations where you find yourselves kind of getting attached to each other again. So I don't necessarily see conflict come forward here. I don't really see that at all. But what I do see is maybe the idea of waves of friendships where you two find each other again and kind of come back into each other's life as time progresses, not necessarily the idea of fizzling out completely, just having opportunities to create memories as time goes on, but maybe as time goes on, more space between those memories. That's kind of how I see the energy coming forward here. So let's see if the two of them will end up dating. So I would say no. We might see some sort of passion energy come forward here, attraction or spark, a desire to be close with the idea of the Queen of Wands. But when we have this Five of Pentacles come forward, there's a really difficult time actually seeing something more come forward. When we have the energy of the Five of Pentacles come ahead, it's like we don't know how to step to that next jump. Yes, we know how to hang each other or we know how to be around each other, but we really don't know anything beyond that. We just kind of end up in this place here where we are just around each other, right? And so when we have the Three of Swords energy, it talks about creating heartbreak in our mind over something that just doesn't be there. So we may be projecting more of a relationship onto them than there actually is the possibility of a relationship, right? It's kind of like when we are at the start of running a race and we look to the person next to us and we go, oh, they look really fit. I bet they're my biggest competition in this race, right? When we've never even seen them run before. So there's a sense of like maybe we're projecting on a reality that's a little bit stronger, causing ourselves this fear, causing ourselves this heartache, than what's possible in the situation between the two of them. When we have the idea of the Two of Pentacles forward, it's a very much back and forth, this or that, kind of giving the indication that something can't really get itself started there either. We just end up in this place where we're robbing rather than creating some sort of opportunity. So based on this combination here, I don't really see them dating in any sort of way. Maybe we see some sort of desire to connect or desire to see some sort of difference, but I just don't necessarily see energy coming ahead here to say more is, you know, going to come ahead. I just kind of see it not really knowing how to create the more, so to speak. So I would say no. Alrighty, if anybody is interested in having a personal reading here today, check out the website, temperanceandsage.com. We are doing the live personal readings here right now. and we are on personal reading 652. 652, you would like to know, are they currently interested in somebody else? All right, so based on this combination, I would more so say no than I would say yes. There may be a desire for more in life when it comes to passion suits with this idea of the Six of Wands, Page of Wands coming forward. But when we have this Ten of Wands coming ahead, there's this idea that heaviness is present. Like they're having too much responsibility with the idea of pursuing others, or they're kind of viewing it as kind of like a burdenous activity rather than something that they'd actually like to pursue. So right now, I would more so say no than I would say yes for having sort of direction towards others here. When we have the Wheel of Fortune, there is more of a good luck or good energy on your side. So we're saying things are in a well-viewed position right now. It's not really trying to create some sort of negativity, toxicity, or anything like that. The Wheel of Fortune is kind of like saying all things are set in the right direction. We're not really in a place of having wrongs. And they're really just as too much work to kind of overcome, or too much work in general when it comes to moving forward to try to pursue other people here right now. They may be interested in other people when it comes to the passionate aspect, like it'd be nice to go out and meet new people, or it'd be nice to go on dates, or, you know, fun energy, having a good time with the Page of Wands. But again, they're kind of viewing that as, oh, that's too much work. Sure, it'd be nice to hang out with people, but oh, that's too much work, right? There's that sort of energy that's kind of here. So I would more so say no than I would say yes when it comes to this combination. There is a passion or a desire for the idea of new, but there's not really this space of like actively pursuing anybody new or like anybody specific. There's just more of the passion and the idea of it rather than the actual action and follow through with it. So I would say no. So let's go ahead here with 653. 653, I'd like to know, why did they treat you the way they did during the trip? Let us see. All right. So when we have the Seven of Wands come forward, there's the idea of unnecessary conflict or projection that can come ahead. This could say that they are seeing some aspects of maybe similarities between the two of you, and they could be mirroring something. So I'm going to just think of an example. What is an example here that I can give? I can't grow my nails out very long. So anytime I see anybody with really long nails, I'm gonna say that's disgusting. That's disgusting that you have those long nails. Why would you want nails, right? But it's a projection because I want the long nails, but my nails grow, so I can't get the long nails, right? That idea coming forward with the Two of Cups creates a sense of mirroring. The Two of Cups is a me, myself, and I card, but it's also me and another card. And so when we have that self, also another, we have too much intertwining energy, which can create a mirroring effect. And then when we have the Seven of Wands come forward, there's a creation of a balance. So I'm picking on you for the things that in myself I'm displeased with myself on. So whatever it is that she was treating you in a particular manner, it can be in the same aspect of, oh, I say that person's so loud. They're so loud over the time. Why are they yelling? Why do they want to be the center of attention? Well, it's because I don't have the nerve to be the center of attention, right? There's that sort of idea that's coming ahead here. Knight of Pentacles can be something up over time. And the King of Wands can come forward as ego or confidence aspects as well. So it can be a projection of a lack of confidence in some ways that they have, that they're then projecting onto you. So that's say. So let us see. Are they in competition with yourself? So based on this combination, it kind of draws back the idea that we just had. It's not necessarily a competition with you, but it's more of a competition with themselves. When we have the Hermit card come forward on the Six of Swords, that's self. That's the self wanting to move forward, wanting to have progression, wanting to pass the challenges. But we have this internal energy coming forward here again with the High Priestess. And we have maybe a more juvenile way of expressing ourselves and our emotions coming forward with the Page of Cups. And so unfortunately, when we're trying to balance out our mind and our heart with the Justice card, balance ourselves out, our mind and the way that we're trying to grow this, this internal energy gets balanced with this juvenile emotion, and we find ourselves, instead of being somebody who's mature, we find ourselves being somebody who's immature. So I don't necessarily say that they're in competition with you. I would say they're in competition with themselves, and their way of expressing themselves is just not really that mature when it comes to choices and actions that they could take. And so it comes forward as a projection onto you. So it's not really anything about you yourself, but it's like the ideas that they express as their envisionment of you, right? Which is more a reflection of themselves. If they were in your position, what would they do? What do they think based off of you? These sort of ideas that they put onto you, that seems to be the competition, right? That seems to be the end of competition. So I wouldn't necessarily say they're in competition with you yourself, but it's more like their projection, their reality of you. They're to be themselves to the fullest extent that they see in you that you can express. That seems to be the competition aspect, but I wouldn't necessarily say that they are in competition with you yourself. No. So if anybody is interested in having a personal reading here today, check out the website, temperanceandsage.com. We are doing the live personal readings here right now. So if you are interested in having a personal reading here today, check out the website, temperanceandsage.com, for live personal readings. So if anybody is interested in having a personal reading here today, check out the website, temperanceandsage.com. We are doing the live personal readings here right now. So if you are interested in having a personal reading here today, check it out, temperanceandsage.com, for the live personal readings. Alrighty, so I am going to go ahead and close it down for today. If anybody is interested in having a personal reading, you can go ahead and pre-order for tomorrow morning's live, temperanceandSage.com, for the live personal readings if you are interested in having a personal reading done. Let me just change that. Alrighty, so over for tomorrow. You can also have a personal reading done in private there too. Go ahead and check out the website. Temperanceandsage.com has all the different personal reading options. So if you are interested in having a personal, check it out. Temperanceandsage.com. Temperanceandsage.com is where you can go ahead and find the personal reading options.